I remember the exact day, not because I made a lot of money, not because I found the perfect strategy, and not because I finally figured out the market. I remember it because it was the day I realized something that completely changed how I viewed trading. A realization that took years and a lot of losses to understand. Trading wasn't about charts, and once I understood that, everything started to change. The obsession. When I first started trading, I thought the answer was hidden somewhere on the chart. A better indicator, a better pattern, a better entry. So I studied everything. Candlestick formations, support and resistance, trend lines, breakouts, market structure. Every night I watched videos. Every weekend I tested strategies. I believed that somewhere out there, the perfect system existed. I just hadn't found it yet. The frustrating reality. But something strange kept happening. Even when I found strategies that worked, I still lost money. I would enter too early, exit too late, move my stop loss, ignore my rules, take trades that weren't there. And every time I lost, I blamed the strategy. So I switched, then switched again, and again. Always searching, never satisfied. The turning point. Then one day I noticed something. The problem followed me everywhere. Different indicators, same mistakes, different setups, same emotions, different strategies, same outcomes. That's when it hit me. Maybe the issue wasn't the chart. Maybe the issue was the person looking at it. And that realization was uncomfortable. Because charts are easy to study. Your own behavior isn't. What the chart never shows. Charts show price, but they don't show fear. They don't show impatience. They don't show greed. They don't show revenge trading. They don't show hesitation. Yet those emotions influence almost every decision a trader makes. The chart wasn't causing most of my mistakes. My reactions to the chart were, and that changed everything. The expensive lesson. Looking back, I realized something painful. I had spent hundreds of hours studying markets, but almost no time studying myself. I knew chart patterns, but I didn't understand my emotional patterns. I knew support and resistance, but I didn't understand why I kept breaking my own rules. Legendary trader Jesse Livermore once learned the same lesson. The market wasn't his greatest opponent. Human nature was. And human nature lives inside every trader. Why most traders get stuck. Most traders believe more information will solve their problems. And sometimes it helps. But information alone doesn't create consistency. Because knowing what to do and doing it are two different things. Most traders already know they shouldn't. Overtrade, revenge trade, increase risk emotionally, move stop losses. Yet they still do. Not because they lack knowledge, because they lack emotional control. The real game. That's when I realized trading was really a psychological game. The charts were simply the environment. The real battle happened internally. Could I stay patient? Could I accept uncertainty? Could I take a loss without reacting emotionally? Could I trust my process? Those questions mattered more than any indicator I had ever studied. What professionals understand? Professional traders understand something most beginners don't. The chart is the easy part. Managing yourself is the difficult part. As trading psychology expert Mark Douglas taught, the market is uncertain, always. The traders who succeed aren't the ones who eliminate uncertainty. They're the ones who learn to function within it. And that's a completely different skill. The shift that changed everything. The biggest change happened when I stopped asking, what is the market going to do? And started asking, how am I going to respond? Because I can't control the market, but I can control my actions, my risk, my discipline, my execution, and focusing on what I could control made trading feel calmer, more predictable, more professional. Closing, the day I realized trading wasn't about charts was the day I stopped searching for magic answers and started working on the person making the decisions, because the market isn't testing your strategy every day. It's testing your discipline, your patience, your mindset. Subscribe to Mind Over Markets, because profitable trading doesn't begin with a better chart. It begins with a better understanding of yourself.